Hello everybody, and welcome to the finale of Let's Play The Pillars of the Earth. So, what happened since we left off? We are here at Kingsbridge, playing as someone very slow. That's okay, it's building up the finale. The big question, of course, is, what happened to Prior Philip? He was put on the pyre, it was lit, and then, what? Aha! Looks like the miracle happened after all. Almost there. My feet hurt. So, let's take a look at this cathedral. It looks amazing. There he is, finally. My feet hurt. Poor Philip.
Ah, Philip.
It is so good to see you, Jonathan.
Tell me, how are things at St. John in the Forest?
Francis is well.
That is wonderful.
Yes, he enjoys the life there. You look worried, Jonathan.
Well, you have a visitor. He just arrived.
Is that not a good thing, Jonathan? Who is it?
That is just it. I wasn't sure if you wanted to see him.
So Jonathan has become the prior. Interesting. And good to know that Philip's brother is doing alright now. I'm gonna guess that's Remigius.
It has been a long time.
Ah,
Or Wailer.
yes,
Okay.
it has. I had to know.
Know what?
The truth is, I never saw God. Or the devil. Have you?
Oh Lord, deliver us from evil. Our Father, who art in heaven,
My God,
hallowed be
there
thy
must
name.
be something we can
Thy
do!
kingdom come,
Stop this
thy will be
madness!
done on earth as it is
Are
in
you
heaven.
blind? Do you not know that a fire will burn any man, no matter who he is? Why are you doing this?
After Wayland's words, there is doubt in their hearts about my motives, about my brothers. No words can erase that doubt, but God can. Our Lord is a cleansing fire.
He's still alive. It's a miracle. He is among us. God is here. How is this possible?
It's all a matter of perspective.
We have to stop this!
No, Jack. Come.
My God.
No, but that's what they see. That's what they believe.
The water. It's dousing the flames. It's a trick.
To them, it's a miracle.
The justice of our church. I believe Philip understands that now. His book will be destroyed. If you or your friends ever mention the White Ship again, I promise you will take Prior Philip's place. and God will not be as forgiving.
Their faith in you and your church is restored. I say it was worth sparing that monk's life. Promise me that Wayloran will suffer.
Philip?
Yes?
Did you see God? Did he save you that night?
I'll answer.
I told him. He only smiled at me. I never saw him again, as long as I lived.
Philip is back.
Philip! Did you walk all the way? Again?
Just part of it.
Old fool.
Ellen stayed in Kingsbridge. I thought I had lost God, that he did not watch over us. But now I see him every day. He is in the good we do, in how we show our love. Jack's hands had become rough, his hair grey, but his eyes still burned bright like hot coals.
It's good to see you.
Aliena's gaze could be as stern as her father's had been, but her heart and wit made her a leader people did not follow out of fear, but out of respect and loyalty.
Jonathan told us you had a visitor.
Just an old friend.
What do you think of this window?
Jonathan came to look more and more like his father, Tom. As Prior of Kingsbridge, he is also a builder of sorts.
I use mostly warm colours. What good are the large windows if it feels cold?
Sally is as stubborn and as gifted as her parents. It is her stained glass windows the light is falling through. She has children of her own now.
And I'd like to show you the plans for the new cloister.
Tommy will be the next master builder, and is as silent as his grandfather was. Once I heard him admonish his father to be more serious at work. Jack only smiled. He knew Tommy was right. Martha stayed in Kingsbridge as well. She was always there for every one of us.
Is the church done now?
I don't know. Why don't you ask him yourself?
Is the church done now?
It will never be done. Not in my lifetime. Not in yours.
Remember us for what we did, for who we were, and maybe for what we tried to be. And when you turn your eyes to our cathedral, maybe you will see yourself.
Answered Waylarn's question about God. You have finished playing The Pillars of the Earth. Well, guys, what can I say? What can I say? It's been a long journey. having to be split up into 3 different sections, all months apart from each other. But the end has come, and I'm just so grateful to Daedalic Entertainment for making this, because The Pillars of the Earth is one of the greatest books I've ever read. No exaggeration. It is an amazing novel. And I know I've stressed this before, but I stress it again now. If you haven't read the book, read it. As good as the game is, it still doesn't give near as much credit to the actual source material. And that's of course necessary, you know. If it did, this game would be so very long. But this did, I believe, capture the spirit of the book enough to really show you what it's about. Now, I heard that this game just didn't get the praise it deserved, and I do feel bad about that. This last book did feel a bit short, and I feel like it's because they just didn't have the funding. I don't know. But they did a good job of it. I'm satisfied with this. So yeah, this is great, and their book actually has a sequel called A World Without End, which I was inspired to now start reading, or listening to. I have the audiobook of it that I listen to at the gym and when I'm driving. And yeah, it does definitely have the same feel. It takes place in Kingsbridge 200 years after the end of the book, so it's not going to have any of the same characters. It does have some of their descendants, but it's so far removed that it's mostly just more stories of Kingsbridge and the surrounding area. But yeah, this was great. I loved the art for it, I loved the voice acting, the music, it was of course amazing. Like to a point where I think I'm actually going to buy the soundtrack for it. Which I almost never buy game soundtracks, even if I really love the music. Yeah, it worked well. I did like the decisions you could make. So I did feel like you could sort of change the game and the plot a bit without really totally, you know, changing the entire game. Because I'll be honest, I'm not a huge fan of games where like one little decision all of a sudden is supposed to change like the entirety of the game or something throughout the entire game. Like the Walking Dead games, even though they have good stories, I couldn't play them myself because I just don't have time to go through them several times to see all the different outcomes. But with this game, it felt satisfying. It felt like, besides that one thing a few episodes ago, I just felt good about all my decisions. Even if they didn't yield the best results, I still felt justified in them and wouldn't take them back. So, what else is there to say? This has been an amazing adventure. I've loved this game so much. And I'll probably go through it again on my own someday, just to enjoy it. You know, the book is 1,000 pages long, so it's going to be a bit difficult to reread it, but going through this game is a bit easier and gives me the wonderful characters, the wonderful story, the wonderful setting. And I am just rambling at this point. I want to know what you guys thought. If you're inspired to buy this game yourself or inspired to get the book and read it, once again, I highly recommend it. Just let me know in the comments what your favorite part was. You know, what you liked about it in the whole. Make sure to subscribe if you haven't already, if you like this content. Leave a nice thumbs up for me. Let your friends know. But yeah, I'm just enjoying this music here, and what else can be said? Except thank you all so very much for watching, and have a good day.